You are now entering Alyx Man's world.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? It is your boy, Alyx Man, and I am here to give you your WWE Clash of Champions 2019 review and results podcast. We are going to break down the matches, discuss all the intricacies and fun and not so fun segments that happened on the show. And of course, where I think this will lead to down the line when it comes to Hell in a Cell next month and future things to come for WWE, like their move to Fox. We got a lot to talk about. Let's not waste any more time. If this is the first time you're watching me, what a great show you chose to watch me on. Not so great. Sorry, we'll get to that in a second. But if you like what I have to say, do yourself a favor. Like the video and subscribe. If you like the glasses, give it an extra like. While you're at it, if you want to help expand the brand of your boy, Alyx Man, you can do a couple of things. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at AlyxManVX1, donate using PayPal, Patreon, Super Chat. You can email me at JustAlex'sWorld@gmail.com and also buy yourself a Alyx Man t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. Let's see who's here. Who is joining me for this live broadcast? I know it's early. We only got that many people in, so let's just get the early crowd predictions right now. Predictions? Shout-outs? Predictions? What? Predicting shout-outs? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let's get the early crowd shout-outs out the way. The people who showed up early are, we got 100 people in here. All right. Let's shut my mouth. Let's see. King Switchblade, Bryson Mixtape 99, Suna Luna, David Sakaria. David Sakaria. There you go. Atlanta, Spain, Spinosaurus, Adam Ritter, True Fire 901, Sony Ken. I like that name, Sony Ken. White Boy Groove, Nathaniel, Zion Smith, let's see here, Firestar Heart, Immortal God, M223, Jordan Williams. Oh, we got them. We got a lot of them coming in now. Here they come. Okay, let's see if I can keep up. Zai X23, Stacks. Is it StackX? StackX02, Darnell 06. Piece of Slice, Phantasmo sounds about right. Phantasmo, Mark French, Mad Queen, and one more. And then, of course, I'll do more shout-outs throughout the night. So if I don't say your name, don't worry. This isn't the last time you'll get a shout-out. The last one's going to The Lair Productions. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. Be sure you like the video. The goal for this podcast is, I'm assuming not a lot of people cared about this show, so I'll make it small. 200 likes. 200 likes, easily done. We can do that. If we can go more than that, let's go more than that. But 200 likes is the goal for this podcast. Let's go ahead and get to it. Overall thoughts on the show. It was decent. I know a lot of people didn't really have much hype or excitement for this show. I was in that camp for a little bit, but then I thought, you know what? WWE has been delivering some pretty solid wrestling pay-per-views this year. Maybe this will be another example of the hype wasn't all that good, but the show still came out pretty well.
Did you like WWE Chronicle Sasha Banks?
We'll talk about that when I get to the Sasha Banks match, but I did see it, and I have a lot to say about it. But, yeah, I just kind of feel like this one didn't quite live up to the hype, the hype for sure, but the quality of the pay-per-views we've gotten this year from WWE. I don't know, it felt lacking. Not saying all the matches were bad.
The Wyatt family were the highlights of the night.
Yeah, they were. In their own ways, the Wyatt family stole the show, like they usually do. I'm happy that Luke Harper is back. We'll talk about him when we get to it. And of course, The Fiend made an appearance. Gotta discuss that for sure. Anyways, regardless of some good things here and there, overall, I wouldn't go back and watch this show. It's not a show I feel is worth watching more than once. At the same time, I can't really say it was all bad. You'll have people on both sides saying it was a terrible show, it was an amazing show. No, I'm right there in the middle. Some good, some bad. Enough good for me to warrant saying it's decent, but not enough good to say watch it more than once. So that's my rating. Let's see if we can get more in depth with why I felt this way. Starting off with the kickoff. So already, I'm not happy with the show. I'm already on a downward turn when it comes to Clash of Champions. When WWE announced the United States Championship, Cedric Alexander versus AJ Styles was moved to the pre-show. The kickoff, the pre-show. AJ Styles is a former WWE champion. Former WWE champion. Taking on hometown boy Cedric Alexander. And they moved that match to the kickoff, the pre-show. I'm just sitting here wondering why. For what reason? It was never explained. Honestly, that hurt the show. That should have been dead. It either should have been dead center in the middle of the show or opening the show. Personally, it should have opened the show. That made no sense. I didn't get that. I still don't get that. Why would you put that match on the pre-show? That killed, I think to me, that killed the flow of the show. That could have been an excellent opener or a good mid-show match to have. But you put it on the pre-show. When I think about it, the women's title match, the women's tag team title match, that should have been on the pre-show. Because that match did nothing for anybody. Yeah, that should have been on the pre-show. There was no reason for that to even be considered to be on the main card. They even had the 24/7 championship involved with the women's tag team title match. That's how irrelevant it was. So in hindsight, it was a mistake to put the U.S. title on the pre-show. Now, I'm not taking that back whatsoever. But before we get to that, we had another championship match on the show. The Cruiserweight title.
Does Strowman have some backstage heat that we don't know about?
No, WWE just has cold feet. They know he's a star. They know he could be a major player for the company. I mean, he is a top star, somewhat, I suppose. But he can be someone huge. They just don't have the balls to give him the belt. He's always losing. Always losing. He's becoming, I gotta say it, he's becoming this generation's Big Show. Although Big Show has won more than one world championship, which Braun Strowman hasn't done yet. But Big Show was booked that way too. 500 pounds, but whatever. 7 feet tall, 500 pounds, was losing to people like Booker T. What the come on, man. That's what Braun Strowman is now. We'll get more into depth with that later, but I don't think it's backstage heat. I just think WWE doesn't have the balls to go with Braun Strowman right now. Cruiserweight Championship, triple threat. Drew Gulak taking on Humberto Carrillo and Lince Dorado. I've seen better, much better 205 Live matches. The days of Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy are long gone. Even the Cedric Alexander matches were a lot better than this. This was sloppy. Wasn't bad, but it didn't quite live up to the quality of what we usually see on 205 Live. I remember, when was it? Was it like June or July? When Chad Gable took on Gentleman Jack Gallagher. And I thought that match was awesome. Like, outstanding. And you compare this match to that match, it's not even in the same damn library. It's not even close. So, not saying it was all bad. There were a couple of moments that I thought Humberto Carrillo shined. He did a nice, I don't even know what you call that dive, but apparently WWE has a lot of faith that Humberto will actually be something big in the company, which is cool. I'm not hating on the guy. I look at Humberto and go, I see a lot of promise. I see it. I see him being someone big. It's just, as of right now, he's lacking. He needs a character. He needs something that's going to make me go, okay, I have to watch this guy. Yes, he's great inside the ring. Excellent wrestler. He's not the only excellent wrestler we have in WWE, though. So he needs something to stand out. But again, like, I have nothing against Humberto. I just think, as of right now, I'm not going to pay $50 a month to watch him. Drew Gulak retains, as he should. I think Drew is definitely the best performer on 205 Live right now, and he should remain champion. Although I'm not watching it. I haven't watched 205 Live since Buddy Murphy, Mustafa Ali, and Cedric. I have no interest right now with 205 Live. But it doesn't matter because apparently, rumors are 205 Live will be merging with NXT soon. NXT needs to, pack their roster with more talent as they move to 2 hours live Wednesday nights. What better way to do that than to just merge 205 Live, the Cruiserweight division, with NXT? Sounds good to me. Let's do it. But regardless, yeah, Drew Gulak needed to win this match. Quite frankly, no one else should really get that belt before they move to NXT. That's just how I feel about it. That's just my opinion. So, moving on to the U.S. Championship match, the United States Championship. Again, it made no sense for AJ Styles and Cedric Alexander, the hometown boy, to be moved to the pre-show. Nothing about the main card as it was warranted this move. But whatever. The match. It was great. I thought the match was excellent. As you would expect from AJ Styles and Cedric. Was it match of the night? Second best match of the night. But still, it doesn't matter. It was still a great match. The crowd was into it. They loved the performers. They loved seeing Cedric and AJ do some really crisp, high-flying, unorthodox moves. Great fast-paced action all around. Thinking about it even more, it was a complete mistake not opening the show with this. Just have it open the show. Take the women's title match, move it to the pre-show, push this to the opening of the show, and then we're good. Everything would have been great. But I don't know why this was moved to the main card, moved from the main card. It just happened. So I would really like to know if any of the wrestling reporters out there, Dave Meltzer, Brian Alvarez, Sean Ross Sapp, NoDQ.com, SEX Scoops, Ryan Satin from Pro Wrestling Sheets, Mike Johnson, all the shout outs to everybody. If any one of you can tell me why this happened, that would be wonderful, because it makes no sense. But AJ Styles ended up beating Cedric, which, I'm okay with. I'm not actually upset at that. I know a lot of people expected Cedric to win the title. Well, first off, I'm happy it didn't happen anyways, because it was on the pre-show. If Cedric is going to win this title, it should be on the main card. Or at least like Raw, or the main event of Raw. But even if it wasn't on the, the pre-show, I'm not upset that he lost. What is wrong with a slow build? What is wrong with a slow push to the top? I actually like the fact that we're going to do a slow burn with Cedric. You see him on the rise. You see the push happening. Isn't that good enough? Let's just go along with it. He doesn't have to get everything now. So you know what? Match was great. AJ wins in dominant fashion without the help of the OC. Made AJ look great. Cedric looked great as a result. Nothing to complain about, except the fact that this should have been on the main card. And I will continue to pester WWE for that, because it was stupid to move them off the main card. And that's my opinion on that. Let's go ahead and move on to the main show now. We kick off Clash of Champions with the Raw Tag Team Championship. We got Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman, who were the tag team champs, spoiler alert, taking on Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. Not much to say about the match. It was average. Felt like a Raw match, honestly. Yeah, it felt like a Raw match. Didn't really need to see much of it. Probably should have shaved off about 5 minutes. Would have been better. It was a little long. But okay. It went as predictably as you thought it would. Predictably? It was okay, let me try that again. It was as predictable, that's the right English way of saying it, as you would think it was. Rollins and Strowman had a miscommunication spot, and Robert Roode picked up the scraps and ends up pinning Seth Rollins to win the Raw Tag Team titles for him and Dolph Ziggler. I'm guessing Robert Roode and Ziggler are just going to have to make it work as time goes by. WWE gave them no backstory, no real reason to be a tag team, other than we got nothing for them. Here, they're a tag team. Even the commentary team was at least nice enough to acknowledge it. These two haven't even talked to each other. They wasn't even talking to each other a month ago. And now they're Raw Tag Team champs. That's what's hilarious about it. There's nothing about these two being a team, being together whatsoever, and then out of nowhere, they're tag team champs. So I'm at least happy we acknowledged that these two aren't necessarily the best well-groomed tag team on the roster. Still, let's get a reason for them to be tag team champs, because I still don't believe a team like this should be better than a lot of the other teams on the roster. Just saying. Let's see what they do with them going forward. I will say this. I am happy that Robert Roode is getting TV time. And I'm happy he's a heel. So, even though I'm not necessarily pleased with the way they're being booked, okay, sure, let's see what they do with it, because Robert Roode is getting TV time. I've always been a fan of Robert Roode, by the way. Now, moving on to the next match, which I believe is the Women's Championship from SmackDown, right? Yes, it is. Oh my goodness, one of my favorite moments of the night. Bayley taking on Charlotte Flair. So, let's just get right to it. Bayley is awesome as a heel. I'm loving it. every second, every step of the way. The more she shows me of her, the more she shows of her heel persona, the more I love her. It's awesome. First off, we were in Charlotte's hometown, Charlotte, North Carolina. So of course, she is gonna be the de facto babyface. And Bayley got booed, as he should have. So the match is happening, and Charlotte is whooping Bayley's ass. And Bayley is selling her ass off. She is selling everything. Kicks, stomps, throws, suplexes. It's amazing. You start to see, oh my goodness, Bayley's actually a good seller. Holy crap. And then you see her running and like, no, brother. No, brother. Don't do it, brother. It's great. It's endearing. I'm not upset that she's a cowardly chicken shit heel. Quite frankly, it works for some reason. See, this is another thing too. I know I give WWE a lot of flack for booking the same kind of heel. However, there are times where wrestlers can make it work, and I'm okay with it. Ric Flair is a prime example of that. Excellent chicken shit heel. Bayley is showing me that, okay, you can make it work too. It doesn't work for everybody. In my personal opinion, it doesn't and shouldn't work for everybody. But it does work for Bayley. It does. So, my favorite part of the night. This is my honest to God favorite part of the night. So, Charlotte's whipping Bayley's ass. She has her against the turnbuckle. Referee stops Charlotte because she's about to do something that will get her disqualified. Bayley is secretly unbuckling the pad from the turnbuckle. Here comes Charlotte. Charlotte gets close enough. Bayley yanks her ass and slams her head against the exposed turnbuckle and pins her real quickly. 1, 2, 3. Bayley, I swear to God, like the Road Runner, zips out of the ring, grabs her championship, and she is gone. She is gone. Yo, that girl was going to a cross-country meet. Man, I'm pretty sure she is out of state by now. I was laughing. I thought that was awesome. Man, she reminds me of, I forgot who said it. Who said the phrase, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat? Was that Jesse the Body Ventura? Or was that Bobby the Brain Heenan? I think that was Jesse. I'm pretty sure it was Jesse the Body Ventura. Someone will let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure people in the chat right now, Deluxe, man, it was Bobby. I'm positive it was Jesse the Body Ventura. Well, whoever said it, she studied him. She saw that and went, you know what? You're right. Yoink! Gone! I'm already loving Heel Bayley. I want more of Heel Bayley. You know what I hope she does? I hope she comes out on Tuesday when SmackDown starts and says, look, y'all, man, I honorably defended my championship. I played by the rules. You know, don't pull an Eddie Guerrero, because no, that's not the way I want it. I want Bayley to be delusional as hell. Like, I beat Charlotte fair and square, and Becky is a cheater. Man, I'm loving it. I'm loving Heel Bayley. And I know everyone's saying, you know, she should drop the music. You know what? Keep it for now. Keep it. Keep the theme song. If you want to, maybe make it a little bit more goofy, make it a little bit more upbeat to really sell that she's a goody-goody two-shoe. Really annoy the audience. But as time goes by, yeah, I do think we should see more of a serious side from Bayley where she just snaps and says, I'm done with the bullshit. But for right now, I'm loving this heel Bayley. I'm loving it. I'm a role model. I'm playing by the rules. I didn't cheat. Becky cheated. She's a cheater. She hit the referee. I beat Charlotte fair and square. Come on, man.
Go full Kurt Angle in 2000 after Taz lost.
Thank you, Aaron Sherwood. Like, you get me. Like, pretend. Matter of fact, if she does lose a match, she should pretend she never lost. She should say, "I am the undefeated women's champion." Man, I hope they bring Izzy on. I hope they bring Izzy on for whatever episode of SmackDown, and they should have a segment where Bayley is just like, "Yo, Izzy, I'm your favorite. I'm your favorite." Izzy's like, "No, you're not. You're not the Bayley that I looked up to. You're not my role model." And Bayley gives her the belly to Bayley, or the Bayley to belly, the finisher. Just hits her with that finisher. By the way, Izzy does take bumps. She's a manager. She does take bumps, so she can do it. Anyways, Bayley should hit Izzy with the Bayley to belly and be all like, "Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, she fell down. Izzy tripped. I don't know what happened to her. Oh my gosh, she fell down." Come on. You got a gold mine here. I love it. Man, I want to go do cross country now so I can run as fast as Bayley. I also love, just moving on. Let's move on. But I also love that Charlotte, after she lost, was like, "Damn. That was impressive. I know I'm a bitch. But like, damn. Like, you good. I thought I was the dirtiest player in the game, but respect." You know, even Charlotte's like, "You know what? I'm glad I lost that. You good. Yeah, that was impressive." So I loved it. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but it was glorious. Let's see here. Did I say the Field? The Field attacks. My bad. So the Fiend attacks Seth Rollins. I'll fix it in a second. All right. Let's go ahead and get to the next match. I don't want to move to the next match. I love this. I love heel Bayley. Can we stay on heel Bayley? No? Okay. Let's move on. SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The New Day versus The Revival. That's Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, The Revival, taking on Xavier Woods and Big E from The New Day. Good match. But what else would you expect from these two? They're going to have good matches. But, I don't know how I feel about The Revival being SmackDown Tag Team Champs. I'm just going right to the end. The Revival beat The New Day by making Xavier Woods tap out. Dominant fashion, too. It was good. But they're Raw talent. They're on Raw. Why are Raw talent winning SmackDown Championships? How is that? Okay, see, I know people are going to tell me, "Delexman, it doesn't matter because the draft, the WWE draft, is happening in just a few weeks." Well, next month, technically, but I know what you're getting ready to say. I know you're not wrong, but come on. This wild card rule is garbage. It's stupid. And I hate the fact that we got people from different brands winning a championship that they're not a brand, that they're not a part of. A brand that they're not a part of. Try that again. I don't like seeing wrestlers winning championships from a brand they're not a part of. If you're gonna be SmackDown Tag Team Champs, you should be on the SmackDown brand. But whatever. Nothing really matters anymore, so. And apparently people are telling me they're on SmackDown now. They're actually on SmackDown? Are you sure? Are they on SmackDown? And everyone's saying, "Oh, I like this comment from the Dark OPs. Stop whining. It's the best for the Revival." No, it's not. It makes no sense. It kills the continuity of what's happening with the shows, and it makes people not respect the shows, therefore not respect the rules, therefore not care about what's happening, which kills the story, which kills people's reasons to care, and therefore it makes it harder for talent to get over. But whatever, I'm pretty sure the Revival will be moved to SmackDown as a result. It just... I just don't like it when you tell us something, you establish these rules, and then something just happens that breaks those rules, and then we just get told to go along with it. Nah, bro, it doesn't happen that way. Doesn't happen that way. All right, let's see here. Moving on to the next match. Women's Tag Team Championship, the match that should have been on the pre-show. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross taking on Fire and Desire. Did anybody care about this match? Because I didn't. 24/7 Championship title was a highlight of the match, honestly. R-Truth coming out, running around, and almost getting pinned by Alexa Bliss. That was hilarious. That was the best part of the match. That's how boring this match was.
At least we are getting a draft soon.
Yeah, I know. At least we're getting a draft soon. Now, what was I saying? Yeah, that's the only part of the match that I remembered. I don't really recall anything else that happened. Seriously, I don't remember anything that happened in this match. I just know that Alexa Bliss was dressed as Harley Quinn, which was cute. And then freaking Nikki Cross was gyrating in a very fashion. But Renee Young called it the sexiest thing she saw on TV, which makes me question, it must be really easy to get her going in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, the match was whatever. Alexa and Nikki Cross retain. Does anybody really care? Because I don't. Okay, let's move on to the next match. The next match was another match I didn't care about. Intercontinental Championship. Shinsuke Nakamura with Sami Zayn taking on The Miz. Okay, it wasn't that bad. Honestly, it was decent. It was just way too formulaic for my taste. I saw all the spots coming. I knew when Nakamura was kicking out. Sami Zayn, I knew he was going to interfere. Nothing about this was special, which is sad. Because I feel like with the talent we have here, it could have been something new. It could have been something fresh, but nope. Decent enough to say I liked it enough. The crowd was into it, so it couldn't have been bad. But I didn't care about pretty much anything else that happened after it. Nakamura retains the belt. Okay. Don't care. So there you go. Oh, and Sami Zayn is now turning into Leo Rush, where he's talking during matches. They actually cut his microphone off. I'm like, oh god. Okay. All right. We get it. So it is what it is. Let's get to the best part of the night. The best part of the night. Raw Women's Championship. Holy crap. This was outstanding. Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. Before we talk about this match, I have to give a plug to the WWE Chronicle episode featuring Sasha Banks, which was excellent. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor. Literally pause the video now. Well, if you're watching live, just wait till I'm done. But after this broadcast, go watch it. If you're watching this after it was posted, pause the video now and watch it and then come back to this. Trust me. You'll be happy you did. That, to me, single-handedly made me see Sasha Banks, in my eyes, and I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm older than her, as a role model. As someone who is on his own self-discovery journey, it really does make me happy to see someone like Sasha find herself. Self-realization is a powerful thing. And it was a very touching, very moving WWE Chronicle. It touched on her her absence from the company while she left. The reports coming out about her crying on the hotel floor after she lost at WrestleMania. About why she left. I gotta talk about it. This woman was so unhappy with her position in WWE. She literally said, I felt nothing at WrestleMania. Here she is with the Tag Team Championship, and she says, I felt nothing. I feel nothing. I'm at WrestleMania. I am living my dream, performing at WrestleMania, and I feel nothing. That was powerful. That was all you need to know. And the thing is, we all knew she was miserable. We all knew she was unhappy. What we didn't know was that a factor of that unhappiness was what happened with Paige. The whole incident where Paige got injured and she had to end her career. Sasha blamed herself for that. She blamed herself for that. And I felt bad. Really bad when I heard that. And I was one of the main people coming up and saying, don't blame Sasha for that. That was a freak accident. Sasha should not be blamed for what happened with Paige. Although people were saying Sasha is dangerous, Sasha should retire. She's too much of a botch fest to work with. I'm sitting here going, guys, people get hurt in wrestling. This is what it is. But, you know, it does take its toll on you mentally when you realize I could have possibly been the reason why a wrestler will never do what she loves to do for the rest of her life. So, the fact that she carried that with her, man, that's dangerous. So I'm happy she left. Quite frankly, that combined with the fact that her career wasn't going anywhere and WWE, quite frankly, wasn't booking her properly, yeah, she needed to leave. And now that she's back, now that she's back, bringing it full circle to the match, she is motivated. She is all kinds of on top of her game. She is delivering, I dare say, just as well as she did on NXT. This match with her and Becky Lynch was outstanding. It was easily match of the night. Nothing came close to it. They beat the piss out of each other. The counters, the high flying action, the moves that you usually wouldn't see in women's matches. You usually see in like cruiserweights and male type matches. The moves they did basically outshine even that. This was an excellent exhibition between Becky Lynch and Sasha, and I love the ending. I love how it ended. After basically going at each other for a good, I dare say 10 minutes, Becky and Sasha ended up going into the crowd and brawling, and then went backstage and brawled. Some of you are asking what happened to the referee. Oh, he got knocked out with a chair. Who here remembers Undertaker versus Triple H from WrestleMania 17? Yeah, basically that. They knocked out the referee, and then they just went crazy. I loved it. I don't care. But they brawled everywhere. Oh my goodness. They were doing their submissions on guardrails. Becky did a disarmer in a steel chair. Oh, it was awesome. The match basically ended in it should have ended in a no contest, which to me was the perfect way to end this so we could set up the rematch. But instead it ends with a disqualification because Becky hit the referee with the steel chair. So Sasha wins the match, but Becky keeps the belt. It should have just got thrown out. It should have been a no contest, honestly. And then we do the rematch at Hell in a Cell. But I don't care. We are doing a rematch. Still outstanding. We're going to get the rematch at Hell in a Cell. These two have a classic. They have a classic waiting to happen. Waiting to break out. I want more of this. Matter of fact, I can't believe I'm saying it. Actually, no, I don't. I believe it wholeheartedly. I think Sasha Banks and Becky should be in Hell in a Cell. Screw it. Put them in Hell in a Cell. They won't. They'll just probably give them a no-holds-barred match, no DQ. Falls count anywhere. Which, listen, I'm cool with that too. But I would happily take Becky and Sasha in Hell in a Cell. Some of you are saying, I don't know. Like, yeah, I take it. Screw it. Why not? But alright, falls count anywhere. Last woman standing. Although we already did that with her and Charlotte. Let's go falls count anywhere then. There you go. Falls count anywhere. Let's take this match. Let's take this feud to the next level. I want more of this. I want more of Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. Let's go. These two have the ability, to me, to have, I dare say, a match of the year candidate. Because, to me, this match here, this was better than the WrestleMania match between Ronda, Charlotte, and Becky. I don't mind saying that. It's just the best Becky Lynch match we've had all year. This might be Becky's best match all year. So far. I think it is. It's better than her and Ronda, that's for sure. Alright. Yeah. Let's see how that goes. There you go. Outstanding match. No contest, but really, Sasha wins by DQ with Lynch knocking out the referee. Alright. Let's go on to something I didn't like. The weakest match. And this is the sad part. The WWE Championship match. Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton. I felt could have been the main event of the show. Could have easily closed the show. It had enough history behind it. It had enough hype. I thought it was well built on SmackDown. Then the match happened, and I went, yuck. This is not a good match. It was alright. It got better at the end, but it was a snooze fest, y'all. It was a straight up snooze fest. And it's sad because I feel like these two, with the right kind of booking, with the right kind of direction, could have a classic. It just didn't happen. You can blame Randy Orton for not trying, for just sleepwalking through his matches, which he does. I don't know. Something was off about Kofi Kingston, too. I don't think Kofi Kingston brought the aggression that he needed to bring. He just treated it like a regular match. I missed the aggression he brought with Daniel Bryan. That Kofi Kingston was who I wanted to see fight Randy Orton. We didn't see that Kofi Kingston tonight. It was easily the weakest match of the night. Easily. Yes, even weaker than the women's tag team title match. Sadly. So, there you go. Kofi retains. That's another thing that kind of threw me off. I predicted Randy Orton to win the title here. I said in my predictions, I think Randy Orton should win the title. Is going to win the title. So they could do a rematch at Hell in a Cell. Inside Hell in a Cell. But since Randy Orton lost, the feud's over with. It's gone. That's it. There's no reason to do another match at Hell in a Cell. Randy lost. Feud over. Kofi Kingston's better than Randy Orton. That's it. That's it. Quite frankly, he should have beat him at SummerSlam. Whatever. Alright. Who fights Kofi Kingston now? The more I think about it, the more I don't like it, but it's looking more and more like Brock Lesnar will be moved to SmackDown, as we know he is, and he will beat Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship. Fuck. Alright. Oh.
Brock Lesnar save us WWE CHAMPIONSHIP. Can't believe I said this.
Nah, I don't agree with that. I just personally think something is off with the booking of Kofi Kingston. I don't know. It's not what I was hoping it would be, but at the same time, I'm still happy he got this run. Let me tell you something, and this is how I honestly feel. If Kofi Kingston loses the belt to Brock Lesnar, which is most likely to happen, but he loses the belt to Brock Lesnar and he never gets it back. Let's just say he loses to Brock and that's it. He never touches the WWE Championship ever again. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm not complaining about it. Guys, he held the belt for half a year. Over half a year. If he drops it in October, it'll be over half a year. That's more than I thought. Damn. That's more than I thought he would get. I thought for sure he would win the championship and lose it right back to Daniel Bryan. No, they gave him half a year with the championship. God bless you, WWE. I'm happy you gave a legit African-American champion a long, well, not a long run, but a solid run. So there you go. I am so proud to have Kofi as my champ. So if he drops it, it is what it is. It is what it is. He might not lose it. He might beat Brock. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to go there. He fights Brock Lesnar, he loses. But regardless, doesn't matter to me. He got his run. Kofi can now rest, knowing that they gave him the main event run, the main event push. So there you go. He did good. He did great. So moving on from this match with positivity into Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan. So earlier today, reports from the dirt sheets hit the interwebs. And those reports said that the match closing the show was this match. Reports said Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan was going to close a pay-per-view, a special event based around championships being defended. I said to myself, there is no way in hell anyone is stupid enough to close a championship-based pay-per-view, literally based on the fact that championships are being defended, with a non-title match. And with that non-title match being Eric Rowan versus Roman Reigns, with the dumbest storyline in the company right now. That would be that would be the worst way you can close this show. I'm so happy they didn't do that. I'm happy they said, all right, we're not going to put it on last, but we'll put it on late. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So Roman Reigns took on Eric Rowan in a no DQ match, and I almost fell asleep. I was not into this match. It got better over time. They picked it up a little bit. I liked seeing them use the camera tripod on each other. That was nice. I liked seeing Roman Reigns get powerbombed through a table. That was nice. But the one thing that I will remember about this match is the very end. Roman is coming down the ramp, going for the spear. Ooh! And he eats a big boot, not from Eric Rowan, but from Luke freaking Harper. Yes! Yes! Luke Harper is back! And he ends up, I can't believe I'm saying this, Eric Rowan ends up beating Roman Reigns in the center of the ring. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say that again. I don't think you heard me. Come closer. Eric freaking Rowan. Bald head ass. Red beard. Pirate from the sea, red beard. Ended up beating Roman Reigns. Do you know how many people beat Roman Reigns? I mean, goddamn. I don't even know how many people beat. Let's see, Shane McMahon beat Roman Reigns. I'm trying to think. So I think Brock Lesnar beat Roman Reigns. This I can count how many hands on one hand that people beat Roman Reigns. I don't know how many people beat Roman Reigns, but goddamn, Eric Rowan did it. Eric Rowan lost to The Rock in 8 seconds at WrestleMania, and then this bald-headed ass bitch is over here beating Roman Reigns. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, that's enough of that. I'm sorry. So, Eric Rowan has a victory over Roman Reigns. I gotta say, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, I'm so happy. It makes me happy to see those two together. And with this, you gotta know Bryan has to get involved. So here's what I think will happen. On SmackDown this Tuesday, Bryan will find Roman Reigns. Bryan will tell Roman, let me be your partner. We can take on Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, right? Let me be your partner. He's going to do a pseudo face turn. Yes. I'm back. I'm old school Daniel Bryan. And then during the match, Bryan swerves him. Swerve, bro. Swerve, bro. Swerves him. Attacks Roman. And then it's off to the races at Hell in a Cell. Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. Easy. Let's do it. All right. Finally, last but not least, the Universal Championship. The Universal Championship match. What you got? Dolph Ziggler. No, I'm joking. Sorry. Yeah, right. That would have been like, what the fuck? Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. It was a good match. I actually thought they did a great job with what they were given. Wasn't a long match, but it was good. I thought Rollins sold his ass off for Braun Strowman. It looked awesome. And I thought Braun did his damnedest to have a pretty good outing in the main event scene. But as you know, they can never trust Braun Strowman with the Universal Championship. So of course he lost, right? But I will say this. It took, 4 curb stomps to beat him? It took 4 curb stomps to beat Braun Strowman. Well, 4 curb stomps and a pedigree to beat Braun Strowman. So they protected the hell out of him. They protected him like no other. I just have to wonder, are they ever going to give this guy the belt? You're running out of time when it comes to Braun Strowman. For real. I get it. You want Rollins to have a solid run, so do I. But y'all ain't gonna have Braun Strowman forever, and he needs to win that belt at least once. Just saying. But whatever, doesn't matter. You don't care about that. Here's what you care about. Seth Rollins is up the ramp, celebrating, and then the lights go out. Wait, damn it, I did it wrong. Try this again. He's celebrating, and then the lights go out. There it is. And then the Fiend's ass showed up. I can't do the noise, so it's dark in here. Sorry about that. I don't even know why I turned the lights off. But the Fiend's music hits, the little craziness, and then Braun Strowman didn't do anything because he's out. But the Fiend shows up and hits. Is it Sister Abigail? Or is it Firefly Funhouse? The little STO move that Bray Wyatt does as a finisher. The swinging STO. He hits that baby on Seth Rollins hard. And then he picks up Rollins' lifeless body and gives him the mandible claw. And he chokes his ass out. And it was glorious. I will defend. I will give in till I'm victorious. Glorious. It was glorious. It was awesome. I want to see it. I want to see the Fiend win the Universal Championship. I want to see it. I want to see it. Let's do it. Screw it. Give him the belt. Give him the belt. Shh. Shh. I'm doing the video. Sorry about that. I want to see it. Don't hold back on this. Strike while the iron is hot. Give The Fiend the belt. Rollins had a good run. He's good. I don't know what he's going to do, but he's good. For real. I personally think they should give the belt to The Fiend. I don't want to see Seth Rollins beat The Fiend. That would be stupid. That would be the worst thing you could do. Give him the belt. And yes, I know the title doesn't say Fiend right now. I'm going to edit it later. But it's going to be crazy. Not crazy, but crazy to see Bray Wyatt win the Universal Championship at Hell in a Cell. Probably inside Hell in a Cell. I don't see a reason why you shouldn't do it. I think it's time to do it. Bray Wyatt wins the Universal Championship. Let's do it. Can't wait. So there you go. Again, decent show. Wasn't spectacular. Wasn't horrible. Middle of the road. Hell in a Cell is looking great, though. We gotta get the rematch between Sasha and Becky. Hopefully Falls Count Anywhere. I would love to do AJ versus Cedric again. If we do AJ versus Cedric again, can we please put it on the main card? Not the pre-show. I want to know why that was put on the pre-show. I want more heel Bayley. I love heel Bayley. Freaking cross-country meet. Running ass. That girl was gone. Roadrunner. Meet. That should be her new gimmick. She should come with she's wearing the tassels, right? She should come raining down the ramp like the Ultimate Warrior. Meet. I'm joking. I'm gonna stop.
UV title equals Soul Fiend equals Thanos. Please.
That'd be nice. A lot of things are looking good for Hell in a Cell. I still say Hell in a Cell might end up being the best pay-per-view for WWE this year. It's shaping up that way. So, thank you guys for watching. I got nothing else to really say about the show. Give me your thoughts about it down below in the comments. How did you feel about it? What do you think about the matches? About my thoughts? Just have fun discussing wrestling here in Deluxe Man's World. Until then, like the video, 200 likes. 30,000 subscribers. Like the video, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, donate, Patreon, PayPal, buy yourself the Deluxe Man t-shirt. And until then, I love you. This is your boy, Deluxe Man, signing off right here in Deluxe Man's World. Peace.